No, I have it off of you. Can't hear anything, but oh goodness. No, I'm not muted. Oh, now I guess something might have been ran to the wrong place. Yeah, man. Might have been run to the wrong place. Yeah, usually the audio in these Samsung S21s is pretty pretty wackadoodle. Couldn't before wanted to say hi. Yeah, man. Hello, 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 hello. Getting rid of the stems. There's hidden banana in there though. No banana. Yeah, man. I always like cut across that, and I'll eat that part too, but not the seed that comes with it. Yeah, should stay behind. It's the easy way to get all that going. It's a place to. Let's see. I got. Oh wow! I have both. I have one. I have that little red paring knife that I like on my desk. Whatever. This is a knife. Works. Aha! I see another big old string. I mean, it's fiber, but at the same time, it just feels like you're eating a string with your banana. Oh, string of banana. String of nana. String of nana. That'll work. I always cut the banana pieces in the bowl because it holds it still. Do the same thing. Cut halfway through. Eat not the seed. I try to take as many of the strings with the peel as I can, but you know how it is. It doesn't want to do it your way. It wants to do it its way. Good enough. Works for me. I need some KC tunes playing in the background, man. This whole phone thing. I think I think they've got things where you can layer apps, and I could actually be playing music in the background. I don't know if it would send it on the audio out in stereo or not. All right, major component. It's the goat yogurt. Goating it up with goat yogurt. I need to wash the crud off the those things, strawberries, which is a funny little process. Funny little process. It's a funny little process. Let's see. Let's go with the dark ones because they're gonna get soft the fastest. While we get some of those out of the way, let's look at the bottom and make sure we don't have the ones that got impacts from being well, it's already got a bump on it. Let's use that one. Kinda. I'll have to get to the bottom because you know how you'll get those soft, moldy ones that got smashed. That one's a little bit bumpy. All right. Yeah, looking good, looking good. I think all I'm doing is banana and strawberry here, so I could go a little crazier, a little more wild. And I got to thinking about those chrome rolly racks that I use as storage racks. They're called Baker racks, I think. Anyway, they're tall. They're like 3 foot 3 foot wide by 2 foot deep, and they're about 6 something feet tall. Gosh, nearly 7 feet tall. I got to thinking about, instead of using one of those as the guitar stand trolley, basically, I was thinking about putting cases in the bottom of each one, and then cases at the top. Because I'll show. I'm going to carry the phone in there whenever we get to that point. We've got to get this. We got to get this coffee situation going too. All right. Let's look these. I put baking soda to get the cruddy bums off of those. Run some cold water. Just submerged. I just use my big lump hands as a cover over the sink, of course. Anyway, mix that up, let it set, soak a bit. But let's get the coffee ice going. Coffee ice, twice as nice. Coffee ice, that's so good. Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. Filling up the ice tray with the filtered water. This is just too good of a process. Oh God, we got stream elements. I call it Big John Spam. Big John Spam. I need my own brand of Spam. Sounds good. We could have olives in it. Big John Spam with olives. Technically it's olive loaf, but it's not because it's Spam. It's Spam loaf. This isn't sounding good. All right. Okay. Water pitcher can go back down here. Gonna steal some ice cubes for my coffee. You gotta cool this stuff off, man. Oh, they don't want to comply. I'm gonna get over to the sink because it's probably gonna splash. Can hear it. It's crackling. The pre-cooling for the iced coffee. Sumatra on strong. Oh man, we got Patreon too. Big John Spam. Now with olives. Big John Oliver guitars. Yeah. Alright, let's rinse these guys off. Gets a ton of crud, dirt, and pesticides and stuff. These might, we may have got these at the health food market. Might be organic. Preferable, of course, but not always the choice you're given. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get this paring knife. I cannot handle that giant knife for all this. Some kind of paring knife. I guess I should go ahead and dice these up a little bit. Oh yeah, I gotta get my yogurt here. That's what I mean. Don't have to really look. Just kind of go wild. Turn it. It's smooth. So it sort of just, makes it work. Whee! I'm gonna wish that I had put. See if I've got. We got any available spoons in here? I'm hoping. Yay, we do. Here, let's just push this open in the middle and go kablam. That'll work. Yuck. Yoink. Sproidles. It's good stuff, man. Kind of sound effects. Nothing's the same without sound effects. Oh man. My favorite thing I was doing in that is cinnamon vanilla stevia. Cinnamon vanilla upon tears. Nothing crazy, just something to give it not just yogurt flavor. It's got some sweet, but it doesn't add a whole bunch of sugar for me. I've got these babies are pure fruit sugar, but the body can process that stuff just fine. It doesn't cause much of an insulin spike, whereas processed sugars do. All right, now I can keep adding to that. Oh yeah, I got cinnamon vanilla. I'm going to add that to the coffee. Let's put it right on the ice because it's about to get mixed with the still not quite cold coffee. Chocolate, because it gets chocolate almond milk too. So the chocolate's good with it. Dark chocolate flavor, I don't, you know how it goes. I don't know. I'm gonna do this over a thing because this could get, this gets crazy. Yeah, man. Keeping it under control. Keeping it under control. Yeah. Good things are happening. Pretty, yeah. I'm like, are you on the edge of the, no falling off the counter. No. Don't do it. Got your chocolate almond milk unsweetened. Yeah, man. This gets added. Fill up half of that. Well, it looks like I'm pretty well blown through this one. I should just do this with a little bit more almond chocolate there. Yo, Necro Love. Hey, Necro. Necro Caddy. Necro Caddy. Necro Caddy. Necro Caddy. Woo. Necro Caddy. Necro Caddy. Necro Caddy. Can you guys? Goat milk. Yeah, I already have the cap on. I couldn't remember if I had this one opened or not. Anyway, filling the rest of the void. It's just creaminess, milkiness. Just basically tastes like a really good full-fat milk. That's all it tastes like. It doesn't taste like particularly goaty. It just doesn't cause as many digestive problems. I don't think it has the same lactose problems. I don't think it has... Certainly don't have the same saturated fat problems. I think we're going to want to get on some of that. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Alright. diversity in breakfast prep here. Got our small guy. Getting rid of the tops. Give this guy I've got some nanner strings upon that. Anyway. Quarter. Well, some to after. Give this guy the old 6 pieces. Yeah, man, get the leaves out the way. Yeah, man. Ba-da-doom, shika-pa-pow. Yeah, man. Ooh, this is kind of soft. That's not a bad one. Just more ripe than the others. More flavorful. I've been doing apple in there, but I like binged out on the last 2 apples with peanut butter last night. Just being, like I said, I never made it to the work table. I was just being a pitiful chair lump. Oh, I want something to eat. I'm watching stupid shit. I was infected with myself. Ah, man. We're supposed to be our own best friend, not our worst enemy. But, you know, it's a spectrum. Yeah. It's a spectrum. I hear those are popular these days, spectrums. It's a really cool space rock band, Spectrum. Look them up. Pretty freaking cool. Used to run sound for a lot of bands like that back in the 90s. Really cool one is Comet. Gosh, you kind of have to find that stuff on the indie. You know, there's a lot of indie music on Spotify. And people have put YouTubes of their old stuff. Because they sold CDs and albums and stuff. So that music is still bouncing around out there. So people upload that stuff in one form or another. Anyway, Comet was a really cool band we used to run sound for. 16 Deluxe. Kind of like indie college bands, man. Indie rock. College bands. No. This is only part of the way there. You gotta have your flaxseed. You know, flax meal. I always open them like sideways like this. Make a little spout. Anyway, put that under there so you don't get all flaxseed on your spoon. Pull it back straight. Give it a close. Squeeze out the air. And then who knows? Oh, baby. Got this stuff called Love Crunch. Oh, dark chocolate macaroon. Oh yeah, she wasn't excited about it because they had the coconut in it. I was like, I'll eat it. I have no problem with that. So watch out for this stuff because it definitely has some sugar in it and fat. All those terrible things that we love so much. Yeah, man. Getting her done, yo. That's food porn, man. Yeah, you know, that's alright. Yeah, dude, you start adding them. Get your garden fresh jalapenos. It's funny when people grow jalapenos, how skinny and these are just jalapenos. They don't taste like anything but regular jalapenos, but they're like skinny and pointy. Wow. I was asking my wife, what are those serranos? Like, no, they're supposed to be just jalapenos. Like, okay. I cooked Asian stuff last night, and I was like, yep, jalapenos. Anyway, get all that stuff incorporated, as they say. Anyway, that way you can be all that you can be. Eat your breakfast. Oh, yeah. All right. What's Star Stick? Always got my crazy skull and bones. Star Stick. Where's the camera thing? Like up there, and you know. Is it on this side? Where the heck is it? It's not there. Okay, it's over there. I was like, where the heck? I couldn't remember where it was. Oh, yeah. I don't know why Star Stick always wants to sit face down. It's like, no, I don't want to do what you want. Wow. Yeah. I'm not easily entertained at all. That's so complex. Yeah, man. Alright, yeah. Proofs in the pudding, so to speak. See what we got here. Oh, hell yeah. Good grief, that's awesome. Well, that doesn't suck. Nice. Man, my Stream Element spam, well, timers. I couldn't remember what these were called. They're called timers. Yeah, big old. I mean, you got to say what you got to say. Like, you could do this or you could do that. And that completely blankets the chat in this poor thing. And the chat just kind of goes across my screen. Because the way I have the font size, I can't really even see my image. It's just like giant words of text. But that's okay. No biggie. Gotta fill up Mr. Water. We've been doing reverse osmosis water, and then we're using these heavy 3-gallon glass bottles. Oh god, the bottle's heavier than the water. Yeah, man. Fun stuff. Oh yeah, I should show you the apparatus. The apparatus we're working with today. We're doing the mic boom stand with the. It's one of the Ulani mounts. Man, you got to get that stuff tight, or it won't hold. The ball gimbal, which is good, and it has the little 90-degree slot on the side, so you can get these angles going on. Yeah, man. Let's go look in the fridge. Jug of water. There's your goat milk. Sweetie always does like regular unsweetened almond milk. Man, these type of cucumbers are, they're so freaking good. I had never had them before, but they're so good. Yeah, mustard's actually in the pantry. Oh wow, I've done it now. I'm holding this phone and holding a jug of. I don't know. This is fun. We definitely need multiple camera angles of this nonsense. This is ridiculous. Whatever. I always open the top of this thing and just squeeze out and let air back in it. When they say hydrate, there's this whole process that goes with that. Hey, yeah, man. Rammstein Loverhead. That's all right by me right there. Ooh. Du hast dich. Yeah. I love it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Take Mr. Boom stand back over to the Banana Junction over here. And iced coffee. Iced coffee. Dun, 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 dun. That's funny on phone chat. The emotes just give the thing, but I know what they look like. So thanks for the hype, bro. I'm sure it does that to you too. Whenever we're spamming you with emotes, you're looking at your phone chat and you're like, it's just like, bing, 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 just giving you like all the specs. Not bad, man. In the back of my mind, I'm going through logistics of like, how am I going to carry? How could I carry this, my coffee, and a boom stand with a phone on it, all at the same time, and go back to the work area and talk about my mess back there? I've got shit everywhere. It's insane. Because I should put up my my fruit trash. Put it in the don't stink bag. Put it in the don't stink bag. Fruits off Mr. German Ginsu style knife. And Mr. Paring knife. Put him back on the plate over here. Ready for action next time. Alright, Stan. You gotta play nice. Alright. Let's go bag of soap, man. The cool thing about cutting sheets is they can quickly become a funnel. I guess if a person's composting, this is a good way to save stuff. I mean, normally you just go take the stuff straight to the compost or whatever, but our composting is kind of Dunbar County. Denton has this stuff called Dino Dirt. Denton County does, where they take all the yard waste and the food waste and stuff, and they make hey man, spitting. Oh, I know, right? It's like, everybody down for some iced coffee and banana, strawberries and bananas, goat yogurt with cinnamon, vanilla, stevia, and I have iced coffee, yo. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. The berm. It's the berm, yo diggity. I'm curious. I'm curious how like jamming over the phone might sound on the stream. These silly things have got okay compression on the stereo mics that are on the side. It might actually sound pretty good. Depends on where I'm orientated. I think we're good in stir fry yesterday, man. Have to keep cooking them though. Gonna get all soft. We know what that's all about, right? Getting all soft, yo. Yeah, it's where you just kind of like you just start to self-censor. You're just like, yep, stop, Stop thinking, stop talking, full stop, stop. Your brain just runs away with it. Huh. Let's see. I have this feeling if I aimed the phone or the boom stand down where I could hook it on my arm, we could walk. I could hold on to the bowl of this and my coffee and hook the boom stand. I'd have to tighten it so it doesn't open up. But we probably could all just I could even kind of straighten you guys out. So I feel like this is doable. I think I could do this. I'm feeling adventurous. Take my needle nose and put them in my pocket. Take them back to my table. That's what I was adjusting the camera with. Who cares about all that when we could look in the silverware drawer? Oh man, this is amazing. This is where guitar-specific foods are prepared. Whatever. What else is going on? What is going on here? All right. This is what I use for Crazy Burger Press. I have protein vitamin lids, and I use the veggie bags that the produce comes in as basically the meat goes in that, so it's not getting on everything. I just squeeze it into the lid, turn the bag inside out, and drop it in the pan. All right, let me hook this on my arm. Oh, dude, that totally works. I'm gonna try it. Let's go. If anything, it's an adventure, right? All right, I feel better about the bowl in the mic stand arm because it doesn't have liquid in it. Oh, this is sketchy as all get out, dude. Oh my god. You guys are hanging on my arm on a boom stand, and I have to try and get through a doorway. This is insane. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Alright. Yeah, let's just... Here, I'll just hold my coffee against me and then hold my... Yes. One dedicated arm or hand holding the boom stand. That works. Wow, that was crazy. PC. Pointing the wrong way. Work table's over there. Yeah. Sander next to the window for nut dust goes outside. I always just put a box fan. Look at all the damn cases, dude. I can't walk. Look at crap everywhere. Oh god. Such hot water with people. Where am I going? I guess we're going to our usual haunt in here. Yep. It's another table where I'm always looking. I use the bottom of my work table, the light shining on that as so I can see it backlights the frets with the straight head so I can see. Yeah, 30. Wow. There's the rick. And the pedals. The bridge that fell off 2 days ago and is still sitting in the same place because I got bummed out. I mean, it was sitting on top of the tar. Fell on the floor. It's fine and it's tough. It's made of metal. Part of me was like, you should crank the computer up so that it's ready to go and you can just switch from one stream to the other. And I'm like, yeah, sure you should. List of guitars. John's work list of stuff that's in the house. Yes, you see that correctly. 3 years. That's somebody that's not going to take their stuff somewhere else. Oh boy. Yeah. You know it. Alright. Let's diversify here. Let's get a different look going. Let's light up with Johnny Man. As far as I can tell, well, my stupid stands come loose on me. There it goes. Just twist the whatever. Thinking about moving you guys to the actual boom worm right here. That's where this gimbal and all that's usually on that boom arm, or I have it set up where I can use it on that boom arm. It spoils, as they say. Made all this stuff. I want to eat it now, huh? Let's see what we can come up with. I've got Mr. Boom Arm here. All I have to do is, like, I've got this chrome part loose. This is one of those Rode PS1s. I have to have the metal, like this metal weight on there, so it's so strong it'll hold up like a 5-pound camera rig. So these little bitty cameras, it just won't even work. You have to have weight on it. All right. Wow, getting you guys over here. Here, let me see if I can do that same trick where I spin the boom arm on the boom stand that's sticking out that you guys are on. It's just quite a logistics. All right, loosen that. Get the thread loose. It doesn't want to. Oh yeah, I got pliers in my pocket. I guess I got my mind locked on doing something and I just want to do it. I'm not even sure what I'm. There we go. Tighten that guy back to that. Now if I spin that boom arm, it'll undo that thread without just blowing the shot up. I can move the boom stand over here. And you guys can actually hang from the PS1 boom arm now. How about that? Which is a handy dude, man. It really is. Now, at least you're less seasick. Moving around. All right. Man, what's up? I usually do this at different ratios with like a couple of apples diced up as well. Needle nose can go back in the hole in the table. Thank you big time for checking out the channel. You know, for 70 cents a day, you can feed a child or a diabetic streamer that's trying to find the will to go on. Man, the current state of things is quite a pressure cooker, isn't it? And I mean, it's gotten to the point where the lords of this world, this is not religion, I'm talking about the people in control of things that set the prices and all that. It's gotten to where they're not even hiding it anymore. It's all become pretty transparent. Anybody that's paying attention in any way is just like, dude, this seems messed up. What's going on? What is going on with stuff? Like, nobody can afford rent. much less a home. Far less people can own property anymore, which is fine by them because they want to own it all. You will own nothing and be happy. Okay. Sounds like possibly like you're grifting me, but okay. Oh, you are grifting me. Anyway, I'm hoping you guys are having a good day. I should go turn on Mr. Amp Power Strip, which turns on the quilter and my stone amp that we're all familiar with. Because I've been interested to listen back at the VOD and see how the phone audio sounds. I need to get a couple different options. I need to get the Helix going USB so that I can have all that stuff. Of course, that's a lot of presets to get myself under control. But I also have Casey put Amplitude on my PC so that I could do that as my my stream audio as well. Well, my guitar audio, which is kind of nice because it's all in the same. It's all under the same tech roof, basically. You're not having to do a lot of extra patching. I think I have a mental block. Because you have to run your physical instrument with your high Z cable into the 1/4 inch was in the middle of the interface, and then it has to take that and convert it to digital and run to the thing. I think I just have a mental block against that being possible for that to sound good and not have latency. Which I know you sort of have to hone down your resources so that you don't have latency. You have too much stuff open. You can't have stuff going one thing into another because each thing's having to process each part. We will definitely get latency. But turning on the amp, plugging in a guitar, and whatever the mics pick up, oh well, it's just easy. And the player, of course, gets the immediate payoff of I'm playing a guitar and I hear it coming out of an amp. You have the feeling of playing, which is what you've grown up playing. You've like, it just has that amp in the room. And it honestly doesn't even have to be some blaring stack. It doesn't have to be, loud. Louder it is, it's the impossible to mic. So, and the control. So you end up playing at conversational levels because that's what these mics are made to pick up. It ends up sounding great, or pretty good enough compared to the absolute headache and mind-boggling logistics of getting all this input, going to this, and unmute that, and plugins this, and oh god, just turn on a microphone and hope it sounds good. And I was like, yep, sounds like a plan. The first audio I was using was this Logitech Pro Stream. Oh man, this one did not like guitar audio. But now it's that C920. It's just I can't be loud at all, or it starts to clip. but it sounds way better. It has way better stereo imaging too. I'm not running like stereo amps across the room or anything, but it just picks up the more of the atmospheric stereo sound. We have two ears. We hear a basic room and a conversation in stereo. We hear multiple reflections coming off of surfaces, and so we orally we perceive the shape or the sound of the reflections. It just at least kind of represents that with the two mics that are on it. When I listen back, I'm surprised how stereo it is. Like, whoa, that sounds very stereo. It's pretty cool. And I'm sure I'll always resort back to that every now and then when something's quick and impromptu. But once I get the interface, just pull the band-aid off and just get all that stuff working. It'll be so good that I'll be like, I don't want to go back to. I don't want crappy conference camera audio again. I'm spoiled to, real audio. But it's also when I got this Shure headset mic in the battery pack, so that I can have close proximity to my speech. But it's actually a Shure Samson, actually. Let me look at it. Yeah. Samson. I just want to put a P in there. It's not Samson, it's Samson. But anyway, good mic. And this one, this particular model has the USB dongle, so I don't have to keep recharging the receiver. It just goes in, and of course the computer powers the dongle. And supposedly the AA batteries in these, it's supposed to last for like 20 hours or something. Should be able to get, I think, 3 or 4 streams out of it. Depends on how long the streams are. But I was thinking, because of the proximity of this microphone, be really close to my mouth. I could even listen to like the stream audio, like live out loud on the Mackie monitors, because they're far enough from this that I could use a little bit of gating and noise reduction on this mic too, but then the full stereo audio is coming through the whichever thing I'm playing, whether it be the Amplitude or the Helix or whatever. But I can have the freedom of not having headphones on my head. I don't know. It's still going to be problems because it's going to hear a little bit. But also, another thing that's cool about this is when I am playing real amps, like loud amps, this is close to my mouth, and I can run a limiter on this so that the amps don't get too loud through the stream and start to clip the audio. But this won't be stereo, but also with the interface going to it, I can stereo mic the amps and have those levels down. But that way you get like actual proximity stereo off of each thing from those microphones. But even like a quick impromptu, if I wanted to play through loud amps, this would pick it up just fine. Hey, Gamer Dan, good to see you, man. I'm just being crazy, streaming on my phone. I did that Streamlabs modified screen. I made the I made the camera shot a little bit smaller. I couldn't get it to do the transparent layer with the watermark over the camera, but you know, I just did that real fast. Real fast. It took me. I was goofing with that thing for 2 hours, back and forth, trying to do. And basically, that's what I. Resorted to. The best way to put it. I settled on that for now. Yogurt. Have no shame. Oh man, good. Yeah. Forget manners, dude. Ooh. Freaking awesome. So good, I'm proud of it. Nice. Well, isn't that fun? Yeah, man. Yeah, we're in a boom arm. Raise that up. Get the filter fan in the background. Playing some Dying Light. Watch, awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you even just coming in and saying hi. I just want to put something on. I probably shouldn't make this crazy stream. I shouldn't string this out any longer than I have to. If I do want to jam on stream, I should go ahead and turn the PC on and get a couple of cameras going. Yeah, I could change cameras. Of course, it's just going to show the stuff behind the softbox and the PC. It is cool on this. You can have multiple cameras, and the one I have, I was going to do the front and back camera, but if I was holding the camera and facing down, then it's just facing up, showing my face like in the bottom of the shot in the ceiling. It's just haphazard, trying to get two shots at the same time from one device. Your angles are never right. So if you happen to be doing I'm showing you, and you can keep yourself in frame, and like keep the camera kind of in the range of the other one, then you could do it. But that's almost a skill in itself. Having the iced coffee. Kind of fun making showing how I make my crazy coffee. Really good, man. Hey, you guys brought me. Good to see you, Rocky. Yeah, Kick has been a complete toot when it comes to text. I was just texting away at you, but none of it was going through. Me and Swampy were talking about it on Discord this morning. He's like, "Yeah, dude." He says that half the time. He says half the time I'm texting, it's like, and it just goes off into the netherworld. Like, we'll type these like long, almost paragraphs, and then they just disappear, never to be seen again. Send a bunch of emotes, nothing. Yeah, man. I'll definitely get in there again, and it will get straightened out. Yeah, it'll be okay. Yeah, see, and I'm on mine on the chat. It just shows all the it shows the actual code of what the things are. Crown and battle bit levels here, but listening. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was winding down. It's fun just to make breakfast and do something different. Plus, I wanted to get a watermark at the top and work out something so that whenever the opportunity presents itself, just do a quick phone stream on something and have, got your branding on it or whatever. That way, if I'm out at a show and I've got good cell reception or something, we could just do like a quick impromptu stream of that, I never go anywhere, but yeah. Uh, sure, why not? Uh, Streamlabs, I'm gonna drop chat out, which not anything special. I can just see myself. I have an events list, which it doesn't let me see. It doesn't let me see pause alerts. What's this guy? Huh. Event filters, X only subs. See, there's a bunch of stuff I need to get away from. I need to back button this stuff. Yeah. I was just trying to see if I could do a raid the way this is set up, but I don't have my, so I have lots of sorting too. Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to start streaming on there too, and I'll have to get a key. I'll have to get a stream key and get an OBS with the stuff loaded on it. It'll be the same thing. I'll basically just copy my other OBS and just change the stream key and all that stuff. Figure it out. Necro will help me. Casey will help me. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. But yeah, like I was saying in Discord, I think it's cool you're doing subs, requests for subs and stuff, just to give some impetus for people to follow you on there and get a little invested and enjoy that. And cool thing about Kick is you get all of it pretty much. They're making their money elsewhere, so. But it's weird because where's the impetus to subscribe? Yeah, man. Oh yeah, and Gamer Dane is definitely a huge help. Or bot tricks. That's you can connect Kick with Streamlabs, but not Stream Elements. Oh wow, good. That's good to know, right? So I'm gonna have to lean heavier on my Streamlabs stuff. Figure out. it's gonna be like one of those. How do we get this to work? There's one more thing. Trying to find the energy for it. I don't have my my stream manager. Let me see if I can. Oh gosh, it's okay to dump. It's okay to dump out of a stream without writing. This was sort of an impromptu thing, trying to see if I could get my phone to get along. But honestly, it doesn't have. I mean, I need to see if I can rearrange it to where I do have my dashboard things to be able to do raids off of the phone stream. I know it can be done on the actual Twitch app, but man, that thing I couldn't stay live on the Twitch app a few months ago for more than like 5 minutes. It was just complete. It was just hopeless. It was hopeless. I don't know. It was crazy. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'm about to end the stream. I'm just gonna say bye to you guys for a little bit, and thanks for having breakfast with me, talking the craziness, seeing my big mess. What's I need to work on? Oh yeah, I was talking about those Chrome. Racks. That's the both of those are like 3 foot. They're 3 foot long by 2 foot deep, and they're about between 6 and 7 foot tall. That's how I have the one separate case. So I'm thinking about doing that with both of those, and have cases on the tops and on the bottoms of both with a workbench and a footstool and a storage shelf on the bottom. Between them, the whole thing will roll around because they're on casters, on rubber casters. So that's a project I'm thinking about doing, just to create more workspace and just better organization. Because those kind of just sit over there taking up space. That's great. It's holding cases. Also need to get some of those cases back to people. But yeah, it's an idea. That's one thing I was talking about. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll do it again. I'll come up with some fun stuff that we could phone stream, and usually just doing the repair stream and jamming and stuff. All right, I gotta get to work. Thanks so much, guys. All right, talk to you later.